Hey guys, welcome to Juicy Topics. I'm your girl Lize B, and I have my girl Avonte Wright. Hey Avonte,
What it do? What it do?
what's going on with you?
Nothing. Just ready to get into these juicy topics.
Yes, we have a great topic tonight, and you know what that topic is.
Yes. Yes, yes. Little
So,
Meg, little hot girl.
yeah, a little hot girl. I was looking for my hot girl sauce the other day at Popeyes, actually. So let's be clear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was like, y'all
Is
still
it
have the sauce? They was like, no, we do not. He said, I do not know why they got rid of it because it was good. And it was.
was it different? Was it any of the other sauces? Because some people said it was just like the sweet and sour sauce.
It was like sweet and sour, but it had a little twang to it, like a little spice to it. And see, I'm not the spicy girl because I can't eat spicy,
Uh-huh.
but it had a little twang and it was really delicious to me. I liked it.
Okay. That's what's up.
So
Okay.
yeah, let's
Okay.
talk about Meg the Stallion and her what former
Well,
what?
she's still signed to that label.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about
Okay. So my she's still signed to the label as of
it. Okay.
right now. They're going through court proceedings because she did sign that contract. And of course Rock Nation is her management team.
Okay.
So that's where, the confusion is getting caught up in, is that people are thinking that she's not signed to, what is it, 15, oh whatever the label is.
1501.
Yes.
Certified Carl Crawford, former what baseball player of the LA Dodgers. Was it
Yes.
Dodgers? Okay.
Yes. I think it
Hey,
was the Dodgers. Yes, yes. The man with the money. So my
Carl.
problem, or the juicy part of this whole situation, is the fact that they are going back and forth on
Okay.
Twitter and Instagram.
Okay. So who do you think is right? Because both of us had a different take on it. And
Right.
I just want to know, who do you think? What's your take on it? What's
Okay,
your
my take is this. I think they both wrong. Okay.
okay?
But what I don't like is when women think that they can say and do anything to men and not expect a response.
Okay. So,
So a lot of
mhm.
people is saying, well, he this and he's that and he's this because he had his clap back. My mouth was dropped. Like I ain't like I was
Oh,
I was I,
because what did Meg say?
Meg said something regarding him popping pills and doing all of that. I can't do you have the exact quote that she, well, actually I'll.
I don't have the exact quote, but I do understand that it feels like it's a lot of tension there. So I know he wants his money back that he has invested in Meg the Stallion. Like, I be in the comments every now and then, and sometimes people do respond, and he has responded, and he has invested, and he talked, and I believe he has invested. Like, you can't see the difference in her facial appearance. Not saying she had anything work done, but it might be he might have invested in that because if you see the before and after picture,
Right.
and and but Meg is feeling like, what has he really done? Because what money have you really invested? Show her the expenses. So when he sent over the expenses, allegedly he had his jewelry on there and another artist's jewelry on there. So it was like, what are other expenses that she hasn't paid? Because she's probably feeling like she has already paid, and she feel like he still wants more money. He still wants to reap some of the money. Also, he feels like she dropped a mixtape, which he feel like it wasn't an album. So he felt like she needs to drop that album and ante up on those coins. However, she's now saying, see her in the courthouse.
Right. So my problem with the whole Meg the Stallion situation is that this is the music business, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Absolutely.
how a lot of record labels, Meg is not going to be the first and Meg is not going to be the last when you're signing these contracts. Everything we should have learned from TLC. They're
Right.
getting everything they give you back. If they
They
give
want their
you,
money.
I don't care if they give you a coffee cup. If they give you a coffee cup to put in the video to drink coffee, it's recoupable. Is that the word that I'm trying to?
They want, look, the gas money that they used in that car to send you to the concert and the studio. I want my money back.
So this is what Mrs. Tina Snow, the Stallion, said. How can I owe you any of my money outside of music when your team can't even prove actual statements and what I owe? You also haven't paid me since 2019. Your team signed off on something for the Hotties to count as an album. Now it's not. Jokes. People love bringing up Rock Nation like, hell yeah, my team is great and I'm supposed to have one. Something like that. And what about it?
Okay.
And then she went on. She should have kept it like that. She went on and said, Carl, I don't want to be signed to no pill popping nigga. You talking about I ain't paid. Like, that's where she went wrong.
Man.
Because now she's throwing stones. And the part as far as she hasn't gotten paid since 2019, she needs to figure out why. What's her contract state? Because a lot of men and a lot of artists, they get caught in these contracts where they are broke and you're thinking that they get paid, i.e., like I said, TLC.
Man.
So he clapped back. And a lot of people are kind of mad at the fact that he said this is coming from a bona fide alcoholic who fucked the whole industry, including her best friend's nigga.
He
Woo! You
also said,
need that
he
button
also,
where the
yeah,
shots fired
because
button.
he also said, hey, y'all believe that BS all y'all want to, got Twitter fingers. So I'm about to type shit all day. But I promise everything said about me that matter is a lie, he wrote. The truth will be out soon enough. In another slide, he added defamation claim in the way before following that up with scathing allegation of his own. He went on to go on and say, what did he say? What
He
did he
went on to
say?
say, this is coming from a bona fide alcoholic who fucked the whole industry, not some of them, but just the whole
Oh,
industry,
oh,
including her best friend's nigga.
oh. Well, Kelsey did run back over to 1501 after her and Meg the Stallion fell out. So that was kind of janky too. But even though the whole situation was janky.
Yeah, so where I think I have the problem, because I actually like Miss Meg the Stallion. I like, I'm
Absolutely.
a hot girl too, so I like
Yeah,
her. But my
exactly.
thing is I'm gonna always call bullshit. Like
Right.
you can't throw stones at somebody and then get mad at their response. You can't come at somebody calling them popping, pill popping when your background ain't crispy clean itself.
Then when he started telling everyone that you slept with everybody, now you mad.
Now it's a problem.
It
But
is a problem. No, it is a problem because yeah.
so do you think that he should have said anything?
No, I just think both of them is getting personal. That's why I'm saying it's personal. So I'm starting to think, okay, did they have a relationship?
You think they had a relationship? Oh,
I don't know.
the
That's
juice,
just
honey.
me asking because it's real personal. Like he's real mad and he's salty and he's feeling like he
You,
didn't get
you
he should have been a part of that. But also she's stating that he was never around. So that's why his homeboy or whoever T Ferris was took over, and that's how they got to where they was going. And T Ferris stole his artist pretty much. Him and
so
Meg probably clicked,
right. So
and
what
they
I
probably
think is the problem with this whole situation is I think they're both in their feelings, right? So he
right.
feels like he created her. because all of these people that's on her jock right now wasn't giving her a deal back then, right?
Right.
So at the beginning of any, you have to see an artist and have faith and know that they're going to grow, to blow up, to even invest in that artist, right?
Okay.
He actually took that on the chin. So he could have lost
Oh,
just as much
okay.
money.
Okay, but then listen to this though. Also, a lot of times they have invested, and when they see that an artist is blowing up, they want to take everything from the artist instead of, guess what? Let me renegotiate my contract. When I first started out, it wasn't this. But see, you don't want to do that. So that's when things start getting ugly. We know that's just like Dave Chappelle. He wanted everybody to stop watching his show because guess what? When he was a kid, he signed a contract. He was not getting paid, and they were still showing his show. And we sitting up here
Right.
still watching Comedy Central. And then he wanted to renegotiate his contract. And so, guess what? When people advocated together and stopped watching it, and guess what they did? They renegotiated his contract. And guess
Right.
what, Carl? You should renegotiate the contract.
But
That's
he
what she was
doesn't
trying
have
to
to.
do.
He
No, he
doesn't have
doesn't.
to.
He doesn't
So
have to.
Netflix, I
And
think it was Netflix. Was it Netflix that had the Dave Chappelle situation?
well, he asked Netflix to stop actually
Right.
showing
So
it, but it wasn't
he
just, yeah, that
so
too. And
what
his
so why do Carl need to renegotiate? What is she gonna say? Y'all
I feel like Carl should renegotiate because the contract that she signed was old and she was younger and she probably didn't understand the contract like most people don't. Like people
and
take
that's
advantage
where
of most folks. And
that's the
and
problem.
then it
That's
is
the
a problem
problem.
that a lot of people take advantage of people that, just like this. A young lady on YouTube, Kayla Nicole. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, the one with the memes, the ponytails. What's his name? Don Poli. What's this dude name? What's the producer name?
I don't know.
Yes. Anyway, he hooked up with the young girl. He's 30 some years old. She's 18. Then hooked up with her, acting like he's interested in her career. Then found her up on YouTube, telling her he gonna help her. Then he started having sex with her, having her sign contracts under the influence, and now she's suing him.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know. Oh, that's juicy. That's some juicy juice. I didn't know that. And I think I do know who Kayla Nicole is.
Polo,
But
Polo the Don. That's his name. Polo the
oh,
Don.
yeah, yeah. So where my problem is that this is the problem that people get into businesses that they have not learned about. This is a
Right,
problem that when you start signing contracts, know what
right.
you're signing. So people are not putting contracts out there to not take advantage of you, especially if you're young and you're hungry, because usually most artists, they'll sign away their whole life
Yeah, they're so
to get
desperate to
on.
get out. Hmm.
Yes. So that's where the problem is. Instead of saying or having the value system placed within themselves, saying, I'm not gonna sign that. You're gonna take everything from me and I gotta pay you back plus this, plus that. I believe in myself enough to, to do this anyway, with or without you. That's like the casting couch. I had a problem. I'm an actress. I have a problem with people saying or feeling that they need to have sex to, get a part, right? And
Right, just
then
like,
when they don't get the part, now like, why are you negotiating your body for a part?
well, just like Kodak Black said, in order for him to get him want anybody want to feature on him to do a feature, he need to be sleeping with them, like a woman or whatever. But he said that prior a while ago or whatever. But then you had Lotto come out and say that she had a feature on her album and the guy was pressing her to have sex with him in order to release the song.
Right.
And I feel like that's wrong. Are you asking dudes to sleep with them to get
And
up on
it's
their
wrong.
song?
It's wrong.
It is
But
wrong.
what's
But a lot of
what
people,
but you can't cry though if you do it. Like, you can't cry about it. You can sit here and say that's wrong that he's asking me to do this, but then if you do it, like, what do you got to take a stand somewhere. Like, you can't sign the contract, and if you blow up, because what if she didn't blow up and he invested all that money? How was he going to get that back? It's a gamble. The whole industry is a gamble. She actually had talent that people wanted to, you know,
Right.
be a part of. So yes, she made more money, but somebody was gonna lose or win. So if she didn't win, he was gonna lose. Was he gonna, find her and tell her, yo, you owe me 100,000? And that's not how the contracts work. I invest in you with the hopes of doubling, tripling, quadrupling my money. They're not getting rich by getting what they invested. They're getting rich in hopes that you can make them even more money. And that's what she did.
Right.
So she needs to
Annie up.
Annie up. You know what I'm saying? And,
Go on and
and
Annie up, Meg. Go on and get
because at the end of the day, I think she only owes them one more album,
album.
right? If she only
Just go
owes
on
them
and
one
give
more
them an
album
album and let it be done and move on with your
and move
life.
on. That's what I'm saying. So this is why I have a problem with how she goes about everything. Because at the end of the day, stop boohoo crying. It's okay. You got shot in the
Okay.
foot. You danced 2 weeks later. You strong. Use a stallion, boo. Use a stallion.
Did she get shot in the foot?
I don't know. I don't think she got shot in the
I
foot,
didn't
but
actually look at the records, but I know something actually happened. I don't know what really happened, but
there's so many stories about that situation, and we never. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it ain't what she said, because Tory, something is happening for him to feel very confident in his voice right now,
well,
and
they
that's
probably was all intoxicated and Meg was already riled up. Was that the night they was at Kylie Jenner's house?
that's the night you
The
can
same night?
see. But you can see how she was with when Tori was swimming over to Meg. You remember that video?
And
And she was
yeah, she
like, "Come
was
on!"
in
Like she was getting kind of upset, like she was telling him what to do.
and
Yo,
I don't know why women always want to take their man around the Kardashians. They are known. I know it happened to Trina. She took French over there. Next thing you know, Chloe was dating him. You had Tiger over there. Next thing you know, Kylie was dating him. Let's be clear. If you don't want them to date your man, don't take them over there.
what? Yeah, why? Yo, why would you want to
Because
take
she
your
got
man
jealous.
over?
I guess was he flirting with Kylie first?
Yeah, he started flirting with Kylie in the pool, but then now,
Disrespectful.
no, but let me ask you this: he flirting with Kylie in the pool, but yet and still he used to mess with her best friends. So
But was he
obviously
still
there's
messing
no
with the
respect
friend?
there.
That's the question.
What you saying?
Was he still messing with the friend? That's the real
Allegedly.
question. So that he probably was still dating the friend, messing with the friend, and still creeping. How would you? No, he couldn't have been because I started seeing him hanging over there at Meg's house. He had been hanging with her for a minute at the house. She was posting up videos. So she must have started messing with him. And then what happened to the friend? Because they never said maybe they was creeping on the low. Maybe he was sleeping with the friend, and then they had been
This is
messing
why the
around.
court case
That's the
needs to.
question. That's the
This is
question.
well, according to the Friends album, her disc record, she starts sleeping with Tori behind her
Her
back
back.
allegedly. So do we know what happened? No. Do
And
we
so
know
Meg,
that whatever happened shouldn't have happened?
no.
Probably. So back to
So
the night at
so
Kylie house.
how tall is Tori?
Like my height, like 5'2", 5'3". He a little bit.
And Meg is how tall?
She's a stallion. Even
So he
though a
must
stallion is a male horse, but she's a stallion.
she's a big tall woman. So
Yeah, so
Meg,
back
she
to
must be
that night.
packing. So Tori must be packing.
I think we about to crack the case.
He
Back
packing.
to that night, yo.
Let's crack
I
the
think
case.
we
Come on.
about to crack the case. So if you go back to that night and go back to that video of him trying to swim up while Kylie and Meg was doing the video, she was irritated with
Right.
Tori at that moment. And so it probably escalated. And then everything came out. So there was a story allegedly that the cuts on her foot was from the glass.
Okay.
Not the gun.
So where did the gun
Bullets.
come in?
So allegedly, there's another story saying that they
See,
shot
that's
the.
just so many stories.
There's too many stories, but then there's a story allegedly saying that she didn't see the shooter because he shot her from behind. So you can't really pinpoint. You can't say that you know it was him, but you didn't see him shoot you.
Okay, so maybe they was because they were still in the car because the argument started with in the car and she got out the car and maybe the friend and whoever was tussling for the gun and it went off and actually they was pointing at Meg playing and it shot her in the foot or something.
Yeah,
What
I
you
don't
think?
know. But
I
what
don't
I
know
was
what
gonna,
happened,
I
but
don't
I
know. But
don't know.
the problem that I have with Miss Stallion is that she has a big mouth. No
Mm-hmm.
disrespect to her, but she talked that smoke like she with it. She talked like she with it. So when you talk like that, you gotta be prepared for the responses.
I guess you're
You
right. Because
can't
who was that? Yeah.
you can't play victim like, oh, I'm a woman and you can't, but you woofing like you with the smoke. So if you're gonna be with the smoke, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be with the smoke, be with the smoke. So you can't be calling people out of their names, but as soon as they call you out of your name, you want everybody to attack the person. That's almost like swinging and hiding your hand. I don't like that. That's why I
Well,
have a
how he?
problem with that.
Well, so what? But how he know she slept with the whole industry? He slept with her too.
Now that's
I
the
just want to
question
know
that I want to ask Mr. Carr. I should tweet him.
how he know
And
who she slept with. How he know how many miles she have on her vagina? How do you
you
know,
know
Carl?
why? I'm
No,
learning how. Carl probably knows because these men talk like biatches.
no, they do run their mouth. Yeah, they do.
So that's
Running
where
their,
the problem is because I've heard it from myself. Men
they stay
talking
running.
about it's the generation, it's the energy now that men are just like I've heard it for myself, and especially dealing with some of the women that I know that these men talk.
Yeah, they do be running their cocksuckers a lot.
Right. And I know that there were some videos of, you remember when she was pissy drunk with G Easy? You remember that?
Oh yeah, I
And
thought they
it
was
looked
coming out
real
with a
like her
song.
head was, it was like her head was right there. It was in a it was a mess.
I
So
thought they were
being
coming out with it. Yeah.
but being that he is the record label and that actually went public, the record label knows what's going on out there in the streets while you because they have to protect their product. So we can't take it like he's just a regular dude that might not have
I'm
insight
not
on.
saying that. Well, we're not taking it as that. I'm just stating that. How do he know all the? It could be pure hearsay. Just because she's hanging out with someone, that doesn't mean she slept with them. You
Yeah,
haven't
that's
slept with
what's
everybody think you slept with,
that's I sure haven't. But
and that's
the
all
thing,
I'm saying. So just because I'm hanging out with him and I might be fooling around and flirting and doing whatever, that does not mean I have slept with him. I could just be out here wilding out and having fun.
right. So do we know that he might, like I said, he's a part of the record label
Well, the
and
record
people
label
are
ain't with you
talking.
24. Record label ain't with you 24 hours a day. They don't know what you're
No,
doing.
but the record label is in a community of other record executives and other people in the same community. So when you're in a community, yes, like today, one of my friends ended up being on set with another girl, friend of mine's, and they both dated
Uh-huh.
the same guy, right? Because they're
That can
both
happen.
actors.
Right. That can happen.
So it's like when you're in a community, yes, when you're in a music industry, even though it seems big, especially in the genres, you have the R&B genre, the hip hop genre, whatever. She's in the hip hop genre. That community isn't as big as people are thinking that it is. Everybody knows what execs, what producers, they talk to each other and they're messy.
Yeah, here I go. I was finna start being messy too, because I was gonna be like, well, whatever happened with that young woman and that little kid that passed away, that drowned at his house? Did you know that was Erica Banks' girlfriend?
What?
Yeah, they don't talk about that because I looked it up and that's what happened. So they don't haven't talked about that. That happened a while ago, but yeah, some little kid drowned at the house and the girl jumped in. I think she was actually watching the young kid, and the young lady that drowned was also dating Erica Banks, and they have never mentioned that ever again.
Wow. So it could have been it's a possibility that he paid for everything and it was actually an accident,
Okay.
you know? And I mean, cuz if it wasn't an accident, I don't see it not being bigger than it is
Hmm.
at this moment. So I mean, I'm just saying like I don't know, but all I know is my only problem with Miss Stallion is that she wolf a big game. So if you're gonna wolf a big game, you're going up against other wolves.
Well, you can say that, but I just don't like the fact that he's actually always every artist that he brings out, he tries to bring them up against like Meg the Stallion. Like it's like he's like trying to make another one. Just let them do their thing. You know what I mean?
Well, isn't that the music industry though?
Not really.
Because
I mean,
the
you can
music
be, but the
the
music
music
industry, what?
industry the music industry is just copying what's hot. That's why everybody is now only talking about pop and punani. Everybody is, everybody all of a sudden back in the day it was all gangster rap. Everybody wanted to have their next NWA. Everybody wanted to have their next, LL Cool J or whatever it was. Like that's just what the music industry does. If they see something that's working, they don't want to like ruffle the feathers. They want to ride that train until that train is off and somebody takes a chance on another train and then they ride that train. But that's the music industry because everybody freaking looks like Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B anyway. You got Banks, you got all of them look like that. They all
That's
saying the
that's
same
that's
thing.
that, and that's exactly my point. My point exactly. They're all looking alike and doing the same thing. You need to be different. That's what you need not to be doing. What they're doing is something you should be doing different. You don't need to do what they're doing just because it's working for one. Don't mean it's gonna work for you.
Right. Because I
Period.
know a lot of females that tried to do a Kim K a
And,
nasty video. That
and it
shit
didn't
didn't work.
work for them. It did not work for you. You did not get the same feedback as Kim K got because it was just no, it did not happen.
It wasn't happening. So yeah, so I mean, I just feel like he's not a real record label. At the end of the day, he's a dude that had a lot of money that wanted to invest his money into something that he probably always dreamed of, which is being a record exec, like having artists and being popular and being, you know, famous in that way. Because I think she even allegedly mentioned that in one of her tweets. Like you just got money, but you'll never have fame, or you cloud chasing, or whatever she said. I'm not sure
Well,
exactly
I
what it
mean, he was
was.
a base. First of all, he was already a baseball star. So first of all, he already had his fame, baby.
I know,
That's
but I
how he
think
helped you. Because let's be
I,
clear, that's how he helped you to have the money to get you where you was going.
right,
So we're
but
not
I
gonna
think,
say that. No.
but it was said or allegedly said. So
And see,
what
and
I'm
that's what got
saying
people
is
pissed off.
that's what I'm saying. We get comfortable in our own light. Sometimes we forget what the other lights look like. You understand what I'm saying? Like she comfortable. She is probably one of the top female that are known in the United States and maybe abroad. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows that name.
But
People
guess what? But that come
go
and go. But you have to stay there. You popping, but you have to stay there. You can't talk about the same thing forever. That's why Nicki Minaj is winning. Okay, that's why some other artists are winning because they're not just talking about pop dropping it in, busting it in, and they're not just talking about that. You're gonna have to switch it up sooner or later because that's gonna play out. And then what?
But nobody thinks about the long haul anyway. Everybody is just thinking about right now, and this
Now
is how they get caught into that little bubble, is because they think that they cannot be touched right now because they're on top of the world and everybody has told them. They don't realize that once you get to the top, it's easier to fall back down to the bottom.
Because guess what? You could be hot today and tomorrow they will forget about you.
And where she's going wrong is she got too many, it's too much going on against her. Like she got the Tory case. Now she arguing with the label. Now she
Well, she
you
been arguing
know,
with them.
well, she arguing with him. He the CEO. That's the label.
Well, they just need to come to some type of an agreement. Just let it
I
go.
agree.
Both of y'all on both ends, get your money, come to the agreement, do your album, and let it go.
I
Come
agree.
to
I agree. I think
just let it go,
that's
because in order to move forward and have positive energy, and if you want to succeed, you're going to need that good energy. You're not going to want to keep carrying that negative baggage. You want to be able to release it and be gone. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Let me
I
just,
agree.
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. And I think this is a learning lesson for Meg. Every rich person loses and wins in court, and it's okay. Learn the lesson, keep it moving, brush it off. You got it to give. Give it man another album if that's what the contract states. If not, fight it in court and keep it moving. But she needs to move a little bit differently. And always going back and forth on Twitter, and
Just be
because
quiet, huh?
just be quiet, because everybody is on your team, but eventually they get tired of your mouth too.
So that's how some people win. They just don't say nothing. If you don't
Nothing.
say nothing, that's how you win. Just be quiet, because that leave people assuming.
Right. I agree. Okay.
Just
There
don't
we
say nothing.
go.
Learn
Just
how to just
say
be,
God,
just
I'm
keep it. You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, I just feel like, hey, stop running y'all cocksuckers online, giving so they can hold that against you in court, showing all your tweets and all the stuff you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that they're going to hold everything you say in court. Stop talking. Let your talent talk for you. Shut up. Go home. If you happy with your man, hug up with him and let everybody else that you are paying do their job.
Right. So you don't hear Beyonce online ranting with nobody.
Not a soul.
They done talked about her so bad and so many different. She did. You ain't heard Beyonce clear up nan rumor. Keep on thinking about it. Keep on assuming,
We
y'all.
still trying to figure out who Betty with the good hair is. She said,
Okay. You don't
we
hear
want
her.
to know what happened in the elevator. We still
You don't hear
know.
her crying. You don't hear her crying about Chloe Bailey trying to be her.
Not at all. Not at all.
And she
I
like, I'm
agree.
tired of doing all that. Somebody got to do it.
That's why she needs to. That's the only problem that I have with Meg. And a lot of people
Okay,
were getting
well,
on me because I said that I don't have a problem with him snapping back, because we have to, as women, be careful. And he didn't hit her, he didn't swing on her, but she posted something and he clapped back.
and
Listen,
that
was it
clapback shut down. The clapback shut everything down.
Yeah, and then that's when she said, "I'm gonna get off get off alive." You should have thought about that, because he was with the smoke. So because he
I
was with the
suggest you just
smoke,
go on and let it go, Meg.
yeah, let it go. So that's what I'm saying. That's the only problem that I have with Meg. They were trying to say that I was a hater and all of this stuff, but I'm
Who
really,
was?
I really like, because when I mentioned that, I said she shouldn't have clapped back, because you cannot control the response of somebody. So if
He could have said
you
something
say
real
something,
personal.
huh?
He could have. What if he would have said something real personal?
Right. And you can't control the response. So be cute. Keep it cute. Smile and go put out another boot. You know what I'm saying? Go put out another
No,
booty shaking video. That's what she
no,
should have did.
no.
She should have just went on Instagram and start twerking. That could have been her clapback.
Man, go on and drop a five song album for him right quick, and just go on and let it be done, and you done with the album. 5 songs. Put some of them
That's
songs that
it.
you already got out there and put it on there.
I need to text Meg and tell her to do a Kanye album. Remember when he did that album, Skippity Doo? Doo
No, I
Skippity.
do
Skippity
not remember
Skippity
that
Doo.
album. That's probably why I did not buy it. Okay. I haven't. What's the last Kanye album I bought? What's that? Good Morning? No, it's another one.
I don't know,
Heartless.
but
How could you
that
be so heartless?
yeah.
That,
So
but
she should do an
yeah.
album like that. A scoop a doo.
Why am I over here rolling? I'm over here dying. I swear I am. Like, yo, wait. How it
Yes.
go again? How it go?
Skippity doo. I twerk for
What?
a listen.
Yeah,
I
she
would
say
do an album
something.
like that. That's what you have to do. That's how you get them back. You get them back, and you get more bees with honey than vinegar. So
Of
instead of
course you do.
fighting
So
them, get them back. They want an
go
album.
on and do
They,
that
they can't
song,
make you do
man.
it.
Go on and do that song, Meg, and talk big shit about them in the album too.
Right. That's how
That's
you
what
get
you
them back.
do.
Just get it out. Get the song out. Tell the
Nigga
hotties.
trying to take me to the bank.
Yeah. Just do that with 16 verses. You know what I'm
Just because I
saying?
know how to shake my thing. What?
That's
You don't want
it. Give them the album and then make the next album your masterpiece. So that's my take on the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, Miss Lizzie.
Well, there you have, girl. We're gonna keep it
Yes.
juicy, and that's how we feel about it. Keep it juicy. And let them know where they can find you, Avonte.
Oh, yes, you can find me on He Said versus She Said on YouTube. He Said versus She Said on Instagram.
And there you have it, guys. You know where I'm at. Juicebox Entertainment on YouTube and Juicebox_Entertainment on Instagram. And also juiceboxentertainment.com, which is my website. And there you have it, you guys. Keep it juicy. Until next time.